Good morning, everyone. I think um, I'm not 100% sure, but I think today is either 108 or 109. I'm leaning more toward 109, but we'll get it figured out. I have just spent 3 extra nights in a hotel in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, due to my foot or my ankle. I've just been dropped off at the trail. It is a Tuesday afternoon. Like I said, I'll have to go back and double check, but I'm pretty sure it's day 109. If not, who cares? We'll get it figured out. I just got dropped off at the trail, and actually, right now, I'm going southbound because I want to go back to a tent site that's about a mile and a half back down south, where I will meet up with Tater this afternoon, assuming she gets to that point in her hike for the day. And so, yeah, we'll have to see how it all plays out. Dragonfly came out here with me, and my friend Ron dropped us both off. She's going north, and I'm going south. So Tater and I will probably catch up with her in the next day or so. And but she wants to keep moving forward. Not a problem. We're all hiking our own hike. My foot feels pretty good right now. I'm doing a slight uphill. I'm feeling no discomfort, no pain. And yeah, I hope that's a good sign. So I'll get up this hill a little bit, and hopefully at some point this afternoon get in touch with and meet with Tater, and we'll keep going north. I know our plan for tomorrow is to go not far from this point. It would be about 9 miles to get to Pine Grove, Pennsylvania, which is where Tater needs to pick up a package, and then we'll that'll be a short day for me. It'll really allow me to test my ankle, make sure that I'm good to go. And from there, probably take it a little bit easy the next couple days just to make sure I don't aggravate this ankle anymore. And then go. I'm ready to go now. Too much sitting. Between sitting back at Harper's Ferry and now sitting for 3 more days at Carlisle, I don't like this sitting stuff. All right, I'm getting ready to do some uphill. I'm going to turn this off, and when I get to the tent site, I'll sit down, and I got some things I want to talk about. Good things. So we'll see how it goes. All right, I'll be back in a bit. All right, folks, good afternoon. I lied to you earlier. It's actually day 108. 108. I had to go back and relive some moments, but today is day 108. I am back on the trail, sort of, kind of. I'm not going to do a lot of hiking today. I wanted to get back to the trail, and it's kind of a weird situation. Tater is coming from the south to the north, and she should meet me where I'm at sometime this afternoon. I don't know exactly when. I have not spoken with her or texted with her today yet. The plan as of last night was that she was going to hike north and meet me at the place where I'm at. It's been a crazy weekend. I think today's Tuesday. Yeah, today's Tuesday, day 108. I got to remember that, day 108. But yeah, she took a 0 yesterday, and she's hiking to the north today, and she should get to this point. I'm actually at a tent site just before the Swatara State Park in Pennsylvania, and I'm going to wait here until she gets here. So I thought this might be the perfect opportunity, since we're sort of kind of at the halfway point, just past that. I'm going to have some time to spare here, and what I did do today, my friend Ron that I met at Urgent Care back on Saturday, yeah, Saturday, the days have all just gone together. So Saturday, I got off the trail, went to urgent care. That was day 105. Went to urgent care, um, got looked at by the folks at the urgent care there, and took X-rays. Determined that there was no broken bone. So that's the good news. The bad news is that the bruise that I sustained in my bathtub adventure, how embarrassing! Fall in a freaking bathtub and it takes you off the trail for a few days. But you know what? It happens. All you can do is laugh at it and go on. But so here's the deal. Saturday, um, I got off the trail, and while I was at urgent care, I met this man, Ron, who is a former sailor. He actually got out of the Navy the same year I got into the Navy, and we just started talking. And when I went back to see the doctor, he left a note with the receptionist with his name and phone number on it, and asked me to call him when I got done, and that he would give me a ride for to wherever I wanted to go. And that's what he did. All right, get away from me, Mr. B. All right, anyways, so I did that. I called him up, and he took me back to the hotel where I had stayed the night before, where I had my bathtub incident. And they remembered me there, and they hooked me up with a room again. I've been there for, let's see, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. Today's Tuesday. So for 3 more nights I stayed there. And each day getting a little bit better, a little bit better. Today I'm feeling no discomfort in my leg. Yeah, I am, you can tell, I'm still wearing the brace, just as a precaution. But when Ron dropped me off at the road about a half hour or so ago, I actually hiked southward, and I'm at a tent site, and this is where I'm going to wait for Tater. I was able to walk about a mile up the trail, and it was uphill. There was some rocks, and I felt no discomfort in my ankle. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to take the rest of the day off, most likely, unless Tater comes in here and she has some different ideas. But I'm going to I plan on taking the rest of the day off. When she gets here, we may stay here at this tent site. We may move down the trail a little bit further. Not sure. We'll discuss that when she gets here. But anyways, I think I'm good to go. Hopefully no more silly mistakes. You know, I've said it from the beginning. One misstep can take you off the trail. Fortunately, this misstep, as dumb as it was on my part, because I know better, don't get into the bathtub with wet, muddy feet. That's just a recipe for a fall, and that's exactly what happened. I know better. I screwed up. Hopefully I don't do that again. But anyways, all's well that ends well. I'm back on the trail. One way or another, tomorrow, Tater and I are going to be hiking out of here and heading north again. And hopefully she's rested up from her 0 yesterday. And we can just, we can cruise. I'm ready to go, man. You know, I've had too many days sitting around between Harper's Ferry and the issues there. And now the issues here just a few days later. It's time to go, man. It's time to move. The bad thing is I've got about a 30 to 40 mile stretch here that I'm going to have to come back and do. I didn't want to try to catch up to Tater like I have done a couple times before, because I was going to be pushing my ankle. I just didn't want to do that. So I thought it was better and smarter to go ahead and move forward those 30, 40 miles and then come back and do it afterwards, because I'm going to come back here anyways. There's people at these hostels that I want Deb to meet. Yeah, it's just I want to come back and see these people. They're all special people in my life now, and I want to come back and see many of them again. So we're going to do that after I finish the trail, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. But anyways, so when I came back up, Dragonfly did come with me, and she headed north. She's going to go on and hike her hike, and she probably will get to Pine Grove today, where Tater and I plan on getting to tomorrow. Tater's got a package that she needs to pick up there. And again, that's going to work out well, because that's only about a 9 plus a little bit mile hike tomorrow. I can do that and reassess where my ankle is, make sure that I'm good to go before we start putting in the big miles on these rocks. These rocks are going to be, yeah, well, just wait and see. The rocks are going to be special. Let's put it that way. So Um, anyways, I don't know if you can see around me. This is a pretty good tent area here. It's a lot of flat ground, and I think you could probably put, I don't know, 10, 15 tents in this area. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if a bunch of people show up here tonight and tent before they make that run into Pine Grove. But good morning, everyone. It is now day 109. I got to the place yesterday where I anticipated meeting up with Tater, but the weather got bad, and that's just that's just the stuff that's going to happen out here. We got some massive thunderstorms through here, and I was set up in my tent, so I was fine. And Tater was out on the trail, and she told me the day before that if the weather got bad or her feet started hurting, she would stop at a specific shelter, and that's what she did. So I waited here overnight, and when I woke up this morning, I looked for some kind of note from her, text from her, and it finally came. And I was right. She stayed at a place called the Rouse Shelter, and got out of the bad weather. And then this morning she's having a little bit of trouble finding blazes to mark the trail. So she's right now, I think it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and she's about 3 miles away from where I'm at. So hour and a half, no, less than an hour. 3 miles, no, hour and a half. My brain's not working well this morning. So she should be here 10:30, and we'll head out and head into Pine Grove. So it rained all night. It the trail said, "Welcome back, fool." Yeah, it rained all night, and it quit this morning, like it normally does. I was able to dry out my tent with my camp towel, and I've got everything packed up, ready to go. I'm just hanging out, waiting for my partner. And I did end up camping with 2 other folks last night. They're not through hikers. They're one's just out here for 2 months because that's all the time she's got, and the other one, I think I'm not sure what he's doing. But that's up to him. So, but neither one are through hikers. Spent the evening talking with them, hanging out with them, and one of them is already gone. The gentleman, the lady is still here. She's her tent's down about 100 yards away from mine, and I haven't seen her stir yet this morning. So she's a youngster. You know how those youngsters are. They like to sleep in, and she's definitely sleeping in. So, but that's cool. All right, so I'm just waiting for my partner to get here, and when she does, I will hopefully hike 10 miles into Pine Grove, and where she has a package waiting for her, and then we can get back on the trail and get serious and start knocking out some miles. So that's the plan. All right, I will let you know when she gets here and we head out. So yeah, let's have some fun. I am back on the trail again. Got my partner back again. Am I going the right direction? Yes, I am. About 1 mile in for me. I think it's about 7 miles in for Tater. And back on the trail. The leg feels good. No pain, no discomfort from my elbow, or from my ankle. We got a lot of rain last night, so there's nothing clear out here. Very cool. I'm so excited. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back on the trail. And I've had a whole bunch of my friends pass me up this morning. And of course they all knew what had happened to me because Tater told them. Everybody's getting a good laugh out of Jerry's fall in the bathtub. But you know what? It's okay. I've laughed at it myself. And anyways, good to be back on the trail. Good to be back with my partner. And we don't have a long day. We're just doing about 10 miles. Or I'm doing about 10 miles. Tater's going to do about 16. But get to a town called Pine Grove, and where she's got her new shoes waiting for her at a Comfort Inn. So yeah, all right, let's get it going. All right, so I'm about 3 miles in, and we're on a pretty big uphill. It's the only uphill of the day. Get to the top of this, and the rest of it is, I don't want to say flat. You can look at it on the graph at the end of the video. It's not flat. It's just a whole bunch of little micro ups and downs. No big deal. But this was pretty steep. That's level. That's where we're going. So, need trekking poles. Yep. This is what we get to walk on today. We're having fun. Are you having fun at home watching? Yeah, cool. Well, that was fun. We get out of that and we get into this. These are the kind of rocks, if you remember, are the ones that I used to scream about because they would jab into the bottom of my foot. These don't bother me anymore. But those big ones, going across those rock piles, not fun. Not fun. And I think Tater will back me up on that. Not fun. But we got through that section. And we're moving slowly. I think Tater's got about 11 miles under her belt today, and I've got around 5 or 6, something like that. So just keep pushing forward. Get through this stuff. It is Rocksylvania. All right, keep on moving. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Okay. I've got you on video, so you're recorded. So if you fall and knock yourself out, I will leave you on the side of the trail and will not try to resuscitate you. Yeah, folks. This is the easy part of the rocks. The rocks have been not fun today. Although the good thing is most of the time it's been of the type that I can now walk across with these shoes. And Tater is excited because when we get to stop today, she will have new shoes waiting for her in town. So we will both start off tomorrow with relatively brand new shoes. And hey, look, as soon as I pull out my camera, the rocks chill out. So these you can easily get through. But we've just gone through about a 2-mile section where it was not fun. It was Rocksylvania. And yeah, I'm glad we're into this now. This is much better. And the rocks, I mean, they're not hurting my feet like they have in the past. Especially today after taking a few days off. But my ankles feel good. My feet feel good. I'm not sure how they're going to feel by the end of this day, but we shall see. But yeah, I'm moving pretty good through this stuff. This is not bad, but I'm sure it's not going to last. I think we've come, I don't know, 6 or 7 miles today. Or at least I have. Whatever I say my mileage is, add 6 onto that because that's what Tater's done. She started 6 miles before she got to me. So if I've done 6, she's done 12. And I have to bear that in mind because I'm cruising on these rocks, and she's at that point in the day when she's starting to get a little bit tired. So understandably, we're trying to decide now. When we get to the point where we had planned on getting a shuttle into town, it would have been a 10-mile run from me. But we now know that 2 miles further ahead is another good place to get a shuttle into town, and it eliminates a big uphill that we can do tonight rather than tomorrow. So, you know that old saying, never put off to tomorrow what you can do today. So it just depends on how we feel when we get to that point. Yeah, she'll have 16 miles under her belt, and I have no problem. I have no doubt I would have no problem with it, but I'm not going to force her into something that she's doesn't want to do. So, all right, I'm going to put this away because no, she's not catching me now. Anyways, listen, I'm just happy to be back on the trail. I don't care what the rocks are. I don't care what they do to me. I'm just happy to be back on the trail and then putting positive miles behind me. That's the main thing. It scares you when when you're out here and you knock out 1,100-1,200 miles, and then you get hurt in a freaking bathtub. And until you get the word from the doctor, you don't know if it's an injury that's going to end your trip or just take you out for a day or two. In this case, I was lucky. It took me down for 3 days, and I'm back on the trail, and I'm so thankful for that. My body tends to heal quickly, so I'm sweating. My legs are tired. My arms are tired. I keep stubbing my toe on these stupid rocks, but I'm happy, man. I'm back out here on the trail. So this trail beats the hell out of sitting in a freaking hotel room all day, every day. I can tell you that much for sure. So, but, all right. Yeah, I'm going to put this away. We got some good terrain. I'm going to maximize my speed on this stuff. So I'm going to get it moving. Talk to you in a bit. Got 7.2 miles in the books right now. About 3 miles to go to get to that 10-mile marker. And then possibly another 2 after that. So we'll have to see how it goes. The trail is chilled out. Nice little gravel down here right now, so not too bad at all. We should make some pretty good time. So that's what I'm shooting for. Haven't passed a lot of people out here, some day hikers. That's about it. The through hiker traffic is really chilled out. I don't know if people were taking time off the trail for the weather, or maybe they fell in a bathtub like me, or what the deal is, but this seems to be few and far between. So we'll have to see how all that plays out. All right.